refresh on our system and see if we can't get the numbers to match the names. We do have an electronic system here. It's easily confused. If you put the wrong numbers in, we get the wrong names. But we'll do our best. As Baker now for the Jets tries to blast through the middle but runs into a wall of blue. Coming back now the other way with some speed. Here comes Miller, and she takes a shot. Just rims it off the side of the net though. Good play by Gwen Miller. Now the Northstars with another chance. They shoot and they score. That one scored by Alex Ward with an absolute ripper from his knees. You can watch this one. A little bit of space. Ended up certainly finishing on his knees. The shot taken in full flight. And so we have 1 goal to Northstars, bringing us back to a 1-goal game with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first. Only the 2 periods in this game, and the ice will be a little bit tired. Getting a cut every second game for this particular tournament with just the 2 periods, and also because they're juniors. They don't tend to do too much damage to the ice, not compared to senior players who cut bigger ruts. As the Northstars look to clear it out of the zone, and they do, but they don't get it back past the defence there. Lily Hughes, who just keeps chipping away, but was beaten there by Miller, who got past, but racing back now to clean up the mess was the Jets' defence there in Freeman. Sorry, I tell a lie. Archie Ellis was the player there for the Jets. And we'll have another defensive zone face-off for the Jets in the purple, the Northstars in the blue. Northstars with that short bench, just a 4 on it. So that's going to start to add up in their legs throughout the latter part of this period, and certainly through the second. They will experience some fairly significant fatigue, especially at the end of a long week of hockey, plus a lot of travelling. It's a long way to get here from Newcastle. But, here comes Baker up the middle again. He's got 2 in front, gets around 1. He's poked away though. So the Jets trying to do everything all on their own. There's Loveday for the Northstars, tries to chip it in deep. Baker now circling around behind the back of the net. Manages to regather. Not the second time though, third time manages to regather. Keeps running into sweep and poke checks. And eventually he's deprived of the puck, has to go back and get it and gather it. The Northstars, in desperation, clear the zone, which is the right thing to do. They can't do much more at that point than just clear the puck out of the zone. Now racing back behind the net. Jets looking to find a connection of Freeman. Freeman's there, so too the stick of Wickham. Wickham can't keep hold of it though, as the Northstars dump it in through Rich. Now coming back the other way is the puck, but not with a player attached to it. And it'll be picked up by Lawler, who looks up ice. Don't go cross ice. Does go cross ice. Gets intercepted, but unfortunately the Jets all offside. They have to wait and reset. Now they're clear. Now blasting up through the middle was Denya. Baker tries to get a shot away from the distance and scores. And you can see this time just a little bit of room. Baker gets across onto the forehand. Little space and goes once more over the glove hand of Parker Lou. And we have a 2-goal lead to the Jets with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first period of this 2-period game. Jets with one too many players on the ice, and they need to get that organised. It doesn't matter which one comes off, guys, as long as one of them does. Again, these are under 11s, so they're going to make all sorts of learning mistakes. Just as long as their coaches are paying attention, it shouldn't be so bad. Puck goes deep into the corner for the Northstars. They've got to clear it out. They elect to go around the back. Good choice, not playing across the front of the net. And they chip it up high. And this time the Northstars with a bit of a rush going on. And it's Ward who gets a shot away. Unfortunately for Ward, it hit a stick and was just deflected a little bit wide. As Archie Ellis now tries to play it up ice. Can't clear the zone, and it's back in the zone deep for the Northstars, trying to get some attacking pressure on the half-boards. But the puck will leave the zone for them, unfortunately. Having to race back to get onside was Gwen Miller, who got back quickly. Puck loose at everyone's feet as we have a little bit of a scrum on the half-boards. Comes back up now. It's on the stick of Archie Ellis, who dumped it in deep. Here comes the puck back now the other way. It's picked up there by another one of the Northstars. It hails, but he couldn't do much with it. Ward staying just onside. Puck comes across. Ward gets onto the forehand, tries to take a shot under a lot of pressure. Gets a shot away, but it dribbles through. Almost got a connection there with Miller, who was in the right place to get a tip in if it was going to go. Puck comes through everyone. Ends up high though. Lawler flings it in deep through traffic. There's a lot of noise in front of the net, but doesn't get through the sine wave. And back through we come, and it's being on the stick there of Goodall, who got past almost everyone but was ridden deep into the corner. Northstars back in numbers to defend. More time perhaps than they realised. They've had plenty of time there to organise a good breakout, but fatigue will do funny things to your brain, that's for sure. As now this time they bring it up through Lawler, but is dispossessed, and it's on the stick of Baker, who has been running rampant so far throughout this game. Runs around the back of the net, gets a bit of speed, gets around Miller. He's got room in front. Can he get onto his forehand and shoot again? He does. This time though it goes wide. Goaltender loses a glove, and we will have a stoppage due to that. Looks like goaltender lost a stick as well. So Lou Parker throwing away a stick and a glove all in one process, but managing to keep the puck out of the net. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first period of this two-period game of the semi-final between the Jets in the purple and the Northstars in the light blue. Face-off taken this time. Probably won by the Jets across into the slot, certainly where you'd want to put the puck. Baker gets the puck onto the forehand, turns, went across for an option. Tried to get a shot away there, it was Senkol, but didn't get onto it. Couldn't quite get the handle on the puck, as now the Northstars go behind the net to play the puck up ice. Looking to move it up the half boards. Gasparotto's moving back quickly for the Jets to make sure it's covered. Good play there by Gasparotto, keeping an eye on the situation. It was a good read, but we're going to have a penalty on the Northstars. And it's on, I'll tell you in just a second, as soon as I can see the number. The Northstars now having to kill the penalty with 4.5 minutes to play, and it's on Rooch, who will be sitting 2, or less. Would prefer to sit 2. Sounds funny, but if the goal is scored, then the penalty is wiped. So you'd like to sit the 2 minutes. As the Jets look to reset themselves. Northstars being careful to stay onside there. Ward had to get back quickly. He was deep on the forecheck. We'll get to see if they run any particular pattern here on their defence as they race back. How will they defend the area in front of the net? As Baker goes a backhand across, tried to find a connection and did, but not as cleanly as he would have liked. Found Croft. Puck now is flung in wide. Went across the front of everything and missed the net. Now it's up the half boards again. Northstars looking to clear the puck out of the zone first and foremost, and they do. Picking it up nicely was Gintings. As the Northstars now with a little bit of room. Can they get a shorty and really upset the apple cart? Not quite able to get through the defence. Baker got a stick on the work there of the Northstars players, as the puck now just lost down deep in the corner. They picking it up on the backhand, trying to do something there with Sam Croft. Couldn't do it cleanly though. Was just trying to reach around the back with an awkward hand position as the Jets reset. 38 seconds to go on the Roosh penalty. Northstars so far doing a pretty good job of keeping the puck out of the zone. It's what they want to do. Now with the puck now, Miller, who looks around behind the net, doesn't see much. He's under a lot of forechecking pressure. He's got to play the puck up ice and get it out of the zone if she can. Northstars not able to clear the zone. This time they play it up ice, but no further than the blue liner in Freeman, who dumps it deep into the corner. Not a bad choice for the Jets there to make that happen. Means they can sustain the pressure. Just 8 seconds to play now on the penalty. Back to full strength as Baker winds from a distance, takes the shot. It's loose in front of the slot. Can they make the save? Desperately trying to stop it there was Lou. But the goal is scored in the dying seconds of the power play. Bruce was just about to get back on the ice when the goal was scored. So we now have a 4-1 lead to the Jets with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first. Lou made the first save, which was a pretty good one, but then it all just got a bit messy and under sustained pressure. The Jets doing a good job of just crowding that space and picking up on the opportunity, and there it went in the end. Northstars trying to win that face-off. It's battle there. Archie Ellis, though, managed to probably disrupt it sufficiently. As now they battle on the half-boards for the puck. Roosh blowing a tyre as the Jets rim it around the back of the net. Lily Hughes making a wise choice, playing it around the back. Now the Jets put it into the slot, the most dangerous place on the ice, and very nearly pay for it. That's a mistake young players will make, and so too will older ones. But playing the puck into that slot area, that's where goals are scored. You don't want the puck there if you can avoid it. But again, we're under 11s, we're learning. It's okay, you'll see plenty of NHL players make the same mistake. As now the players look to clear the puck out of the ice for the Jets. Everyone deciding it is a good time to have a bit of a lie down. Coming now with a little bit of speed with just a minute to go is Gintings, who tries to get onto the backhand, wrap around the back of the net. It's got Malloy free. Denia that is. And the Northstars have scored just on the minute. Looks like it was the wraparound. You can see this on the replay with a little bit of luck. So yeah, a wraparound goal. You don't see them too often, but just caught unable to get back onside there. Truman needed to move quickly and didn't manage to shut that down. So we're back to a 2-goal game now. Northstars 2, Jets 4. They've swung the ice a little bit their way this time. It's shot differential is 11-13 as the scorer sees it. Ward now picks up the puck, tries to do something. Can they get back to 1 goal with just 20 seconds to go in the period? Puck attempted to put across the slot, but it's picked up Baker. Baker looks up ice, is stolen from him though. But wisely there, clearing the puck up ice. It was Ellis doing exactly the right thing. Just get the puck out of the zone. Don't need to do anything silly when you've got a big lead. Freeman battling with Williams on the boards. Now the puck comes back the other way. Wickham tries to get past. 2 seconds to play, and that will end the first. So the end of the first period. Baker with 2 for the Jets. Score 4-2 thus far. I'll tell you who scored those goals in just a moment once our system catches up with what's going on here. So the scoreboard's showing 5-1. I'm pretty sure it's 4-2 on the. Oh no, tell you, that's the previous game. So the scoreboard is telling the truth. And the goal scorers so far throughout this one. Hales with the first one, and then Baker and Ward. Baker again. Croft, and then Gintings with that last wraparound goal for the Jets. Sorry, for the Northstars to bring it back to a 2-goal game. So Ward and Gintings for the Northstars with the 2. Baker with 2 so far for the Jets, and Hales and Croft with 1 each for the Jets. Second period should be interesting. This is where the extra numbers of the Jets will really start to add up. The Northstars with just a 4-player bench, which means no one can get a full rest. We'll see how this one pans out. Face off very nearly to be taken in this second and deciding period. Second of 2, 18 minutes to play. Puck is dropped. Jets win the face off. Northstars cut it off. Baker now with the puck, just plays it on his backhand, putting it in deep, trying to find and connecting with Goodall. Goodall put the puck on the net. Hales takes a shot. This time it won't go. The goaltender there in the way in lieu. He's done a pretty good job, but a couple of times has been exposed glove side. Baker in particular going twice glove side and managing to get past him. So the puck now in the corner now. It's the Jets battle for it. Northstars trying to clear the puck up the half boards and do, but they don't get it past Baker. He gets it across onto a forehand, battling with pressure. Tries to get a shot away. Lobs a weird little bouncing shot, trying to lob it over the head of the goaltender. Didn't quite go. Hales puts it into the slot. Good option there by Hales. No one was there, though, for the Jets. Puck comes out now on the stick of Lily Hughes. Hughes just tips it in. Not a bad choice as the Northstars under pressure. Just taking a shot when perhaps not realising they had as much time as they did. Sometimes just being a little bit, needing a bit more composure when they've got more time. A little bit of team communication. Tell each other you've got the time will help. Baker now racing around through the back. Tries to get past the pressure and does. Now has room. Puts it into the noise in the slot. I'm not sure if that one went in or not. A little bit difficult to tell. Archie Ellis was there. But I think Lou may have just got on top of it. Yep, so no goal on that one. Referee in perfect position to see exactly what happened. Bit difficult to see from here. It looked like it might have just been pushed in, but it didn't go. So the score remains the same. The song remains the same. And blasting up now and trying to get past everyone. Here come the Northstars with some speed. And that was Oliver Rooch, but ran into a body and a little bit slow to get back to his feet as the Jets looked out to break it out. Pinching in though to try and shut that one down, Gintings. And the Northstars try and get a shot across into the slot as their goaltender there in Truman watching very carefully. Jets now break it around the other side. They've got a bit of room. They play it up the ice, but pinching in beautifully there. The Northstars just doing a good job of keeping the puck in the zone. Nice work there by the Northstars defence. There's now a little bit of a scrum has formed, but it's picked up this time onto the forehand and a shot fired, but wide there by Ward. Second shot around, also save made by Truman in the net for the Jets. No goal scored. And we will have a offensive zone face-off for the Northstars. Can they turn this one into a goal? You can see their D pinching right in. It's brave to do that. Gintings there sees though that it'll need to move back reasonably quickly. Face off one by the Jets. They try and rim it out of the area, but can't clear the zone as pumping it in there. Gwen Miller fired it into the corner, but it'll be picked up by the danger man in Baker, who looks up ice, tries to find some space, and does. He's got 4 to beat, running into his own players though. Gets around one, gets across onto the forehand, takes a shot. This time it goes wide, and it's picked up by the Northstars, who look to clear it up ice. They clear the zone, they don't quite clear the zone, just managing to keep the puck in there was Lily Hughes, who did a good job on the blue line for the Jets. Now the Northstars coming with a bit of speed. It's on the stick of Alex Ward. Ward, though, poked away there by Lily Hughes, who has done a great job. Very well indeed, Lily Hughes, for the Jets defending. Good timing on a few poke checks, which has broken up a few good promising attacks by the Northstars. And we'll have an offside and a reset. 14 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the second and deciding period. Jets with a 2-goal lead, 4-2. 16 shots to 13, as you can see on the shot clock as the scorer sees it. On the hands now of Ellis, who puts the puck across ice. Now the Northstars with plenty of room. They've got a lot more time than they think. They look up ice, try to get past one, but they're picked onto the stick of Croft. Croft couldn't capitalise on it though. Now Ellis with a chance. Ellis gets onto the forehand, but the puck is loose in the slot. Puck loose twice. Ellis with a third dig. Ellis is there on the spot. Tips it in. It's persistent workmanship goal, that one. It's just being in the right place at the right time and hammering away. Lou made the first save. Lou made the second save. But Ellis was there for the third. And you just keep banging away, and sooner or later they will go on. A great opportunistic goal there by Archie Ellis. And the Jets out to a 3-goal lead, 5-2 with 13 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the second and deciding period. If you're looking at the clock and think, hang on a sec, there's a third period. No, there is not. These are 2-period games for these under-11s here at iceHQ in the Next Gen tournament. Jets shoveling it in there through a big backhander of Goodall. But offside there this time was Ellis. He's trying to bring the puck in with some speed. It was Gasparotto, but Ellis was just caught on the wrong side of the blue line. Sorry, Hales was caught just on the wrong side of the line. I should remember he's got a bright red helmet on. It's easy to spot. But anyway, just about to get underway again. Armstrong Freya drops the puck. Face off this time won by the Jets on the stick of Senegal. He gets past one, doesn't get past the second Northstars D, and they chip it out of the zone, forcing the Jets to have to go back and get it. They clear it up ice onto the stick though of Gontings, who looks up ice. He's got some pressure, circles around, has a look, trying to find some movement to pass to. Ends up having to go himself because everyone was mostly standing still. Now drives far deep into the corner. Got players loose in the slot now, the Northstars, but no D back home. They're in trouble if the Jets can get possession. As the Jets see the opportunity there and they start to move out. But it's going to be an icing call. And that will ice the puck, and it will be brought back for a defensive zone face-off for the Jets with 11 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the second period. Puck will go back for a defensive zone face-off. Pretty decent full house here at iceHQ. The bar is full. Not surprising, it's nice and warm in there. Cafe's full, and we've got pretty much standing room only around the bench. So a good crowd here watching these juniors on a cold Sunday morning here in Melbourne. And it was cold this morning at 5 o'clock when we all got here. Face-off won by the Northstars. Jets looking to clear it out of the zone. They don't need to do anything silly. They've got 11 minutes to defend a 3-goal lead. They'd like to score more, but they don't need to do much. Ward now for the Northstars picks it up. Has a little bit of room. It's going to be pushed deep into the corner. Being watched closely there by Archie Ellis. He forces him wide. And in the end, the Northstars losing their footing. Ellis just wisely dumps it off the boards and throws it in deep. Jets having to race back now and get a shot away. Good shot from a distance and a goal. It was Angus Wickham picking up on the pass out there by Archie Ellis. He should get the assist for that one. Northstars just caught a little bit high. We might not see the full play on this on the replay, but in the end it was Theo Wickham in the right place and went high glove side on Parker Lou and rang the bell. 6 goals to the Jets, 2 to the Northstars with 10 minutes to play in the second and deciding period. Face off this time won again by the Jets, and it's Baker. Baker flings it in from a distance. Lou almost didn't see that one. Lucky his pads were down as it just managed to push it wide. Puck comes up to Freeman, but Freeman beaten there. This time Ward gets away. Ward with 1 to beat, trying to race across the slot. Nicely timed poke check though by Gasparotto. Broke that one up. Beautiful play there by the Jets defenseman. As now they come back in a hurry. As Baker now picks the puck up, gets around 1, gets around 2, gets onto the forehand, shoots wide this time, watched into the corner though. Parker Lou saw that one sail wide, a good foot wide of the net. It's loose in the slot now, comes back to Baker who has time. This time shoots wide, the other time hits the blocker of Parker. This time the Northstars with a little bit of space. They've got to get around 1. If it's full contact, that'd be a different game there because you'd check the player, but it's Gasparotto couldn't do that. This is non-checking. Baker now behind the net, looks up ice, has a ton of room in front of him. He's going to go. Elects to pass this time. Passed up deep, trying to find the stick of Goodall. He's a little bit frustrated, missing that one, trying to dig the stick away from the Northstars defender there. As they chip it up ice, the Northstars, but keeping the puck in beautifully on the blue line was Gasparotto once more, who's been outstanding for the Jets. This time can't stop the pass, but it's now on the stick of Ward. Ward just fluffs on a little bit and it'll be picked up this time by Hales. Hales tries to find a line, but it ends up in the slot for the Jets. Dangerous play, but they get away with it. Now coming back the other way, Hales gets around the D. He's got 1 with him, but 2 defenders to beat. Hales is just running out of room. Circles around trying to put the puck up the ice, dumps it into the corner, not a bad choice. Now with another chance, Hales. He's been very persistent, good at getting in the right place at the right time. As the players a battle on the boards in front of the grandstand. Northstars unable to clear the zone as they chip it back in. Hales now with the puck down at his feet. Don't do anything terribly productive with it at the moment, but it's on the stick now and flung in from a distance. Puck loose in the slot. That was flung in hard by Croft. Now it's on the stick of Ellis. Ellis gets a shot in. And Ellis gets a shot in the net. And Ellis gets a goal. Good shot there from the blue liner. Got an assist on the early one as well. Or at least should have. But it's a nice shot from a distance. Got through everyone. Not sure that Lou saw that one coming until it was way too late. And went through the 5-hole. Gretzky's law. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And if you do take them, sometimes they go in. And that's just exactly what happened there for Archie Ellis. So Archie Ellis with a lovely little goal. They'd be very pleased with that one indeed. Face off this time on the stick of Denia. Denia gets a shot away, but it's blocked. Now the Jets looking to play the puck up out of the zone. It's loose in the slot though. They've got to clear the puck out quickly. They've got a 5-goal lead with 6.5 minutes to play. You'd say it's probably enough, but you can never be sure. Maple Leafs have certainly lost from here before. There's finals coming up. Leafs fans, you know what's going to happen. You better get your golf clubs ready. Puck into the slot. Jets clear it out. Been very impressed so far by Archie Ellis. He's had a great game. Some great reads on a lot of occasions. Playing with the wisdom of someone who's got much more experience than the usual under 11. We do sometimes forget that these are just kids and they're like 9 and 10 years old. On a very big rink too. Shot fired, goal scored. And it was Oliver Gintings who got that one. It was a ripper. It might be a little bit too late, but a good there. Gintings gets across, gets onto the forehand, gets around the defence, and gets it. As soon as you get that goaltender moving, Truman had to come across and commit, which opens up the other side. Get the goalie moving, and you create those opportunities. And that was exactly what happened there, and a lovely goal to Gintings. The Northstars now with a 4-goal deficit with 5.5 minutes to play. Can they get it back? You never know. We'll see in just a moment. As trying to get the puck through, but running into problems there with Sam Croft. Ward now picks it up for the Northstars and goes back around the back of the net. They've found some extra legs now, the Northstars. They can't clear the zone as there's massive collisions in the slot. Not quite sure if that was an offside or not. It's just battling for it was Archie Coombs. And now coming back the other way with a little bit of speed. Here comes Gintings. There's a hand up for a slash. So we're going to have a slashing penalty unless Coombs scores a goal. But as soon as the Jets touch the puck, as they do, Craig Armstrong-Frey saw the slash. It happened quite a while ago. And we will have a power play to the Newcastle Northstars with 4.5 minutes to play. And it will be sat by Sam Croft. Will be sitting that one for a slash. Now, if in a higher league, you probably would have seen the goaltender there for the Northstars leave as soon as the hand went up for the penalty, because it's very difficult to be scored against when the first time you touch the puck, you will be blown up for the penalty. But that doesn't mean that you don't occasionally get them. NHL players have been known to score own goals on pulled goalie delayed penalties. It certainly has happened. The Jets now with the advantage, but the Northstars with the extra player on the ice. Jets with the points. But Goodall now tries to get through. Northstars back in big numbers. This is where the Jets need to take some more risks. They've got 4 minutes and they need 4 goals. It can be done, for sure, but a big challenge as Baker dumps the puck in deep. All the Jets need to do is basically tie the puck up and just keep turning the Northstars around. But they want to score goals. But here comes Gwen Miller. But just runs out of room and in the end runs into the boards as the Jets now look to play the puck up the ice. They clear the puck out of the zone, which is all they really need to be doing. 3.5 minutes to play. It's picked up now. Baker gets onto the forehand, shoots. Just goes wide. Lou had that one covered. Now the puck behind the net. It's picked up Ward, who has all the time and space in the world, looking for movement. His wingers are mostly standing still. We'll just clear the puck now out of the ice, Denya. But puck hits the referee. Now Denya with another chance, but being pressed tightly by Hales. The puck is pushed down deep into the defensive zone. They'll be picked up now by Gintings, who looks up ice. Just over 2.5 minutes to play. Hales putting pressure on Ginting, just trying to break up the rhythm. Doing a good job of applying that pressure and forcing the movement. Ginting's now blasting down the sideline. Gets across onto the forehand. Can he take the shot away? Shot taken, but it was just pushed wide. Puck's loose in the slot. Shot fired in from a distance. Only a few seconds to go on the penalty. We'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. A few opportunities for the Northstars, but they didn't manage to score on the penalty kill. As Hales now tries to blast down the side. Just over 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second and deciding period. There is only 2 periods in this game. It's now on the stick of Croft, who dumps it in deep. Northstars now, they've got to get a couple in a hurry. If you're going to do anything, now's the time to pull the goaltender and go crazy, but it might be a little bit late for that. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. There'll be no stop time because the goal differential is too big. Offside there, the Jets, but it won't matter at this point as the Northstars look to play it up ice. Lawler just chipped it in. Wasn't much else he could do. He was under a lot of pressure while being well contained by the Jets through the neutral zone. Now it's on the stick of Ward, but Ward is pushed deep into the corner. Northstars floating around loose in the slot. Trying to get a pass across to Northstars players who are loose in the slot, but they couldn't get it through to them. Nice defensive work by the Jets. 1 minute and 30 seconds to play. 90 seconds to destiny. It looks like the Jets are booking themselves a ticket to the grand final in an hour or so. We've got 3 more games this afternoon, 3 of them three grand finals. As Ward chips the puck into the corner with just over a minute to play. The Jets look to clear the puck out of the zone. Shot fired through traffic, another shot fired through traffic, and they score. It was Alex Ward picked up that one. That loose puck bobbling around through the slot. You see Ward here comes across. He's got lots of space, all the room in the world. Goaltender's already committed and just went under the arm. And so the Northstars 4, Jets 7. But they're not going to get stop time. It may be a little bit too late. They need 3 goals just to even it up. And they're not going to have enough time to score those goals. They get another 1 or 2 if they're really lucky. But they're not going to have time to score 4. But regardless, it's been a pretty good game for them and certainly shown a lot of heart in this second period. Keep thinking third. Very nearly nearly an extra goal there. But just pouncing on the puck there was Truman. And that's going to slow the game down. And the Jets at this point, just maybe get a change. Saunter around a little bit, run the clock down a little. That's all they really need to do. As with 5 seconds now to play, the Northstars, can they get one more shot on the net for a little bit more pride? It's not going to happen. Coming back the other way. A breakout by Theo Wickham. But it didn't matter because the Jets are through to the grand final.